hello, everyone, Opulence Nation, guests and partners. My name is Sandra Bedard, and I am honored to be your host this morning for this Saturday morning training call. I'm privileged also to introduce you to our very special speaker, Nancy Quijada. And I'm so happy to see you for the first time. What a pleasure. And I have no doubt that this morning we will be inspired by this lady. I've launched my own shop back in 2015, July, 8 years ago. And I wish nothing but the same for you to feel this freedom that I feel as being part of this fabulous company. As much as I would love to tell you more about my story, the excitement is all yours this morning, and we have a great training on the way momentarily. I will share my screen and introduce you with a short bio from this lovely lady. Sorry to cut you, Nancy, but here we go. And there we go. And here I present you Nancy Quijada, Lifestyle Director 2. This lady is a seasoned professional with a remarkable career trajectory. She began her journey in the corporate world, gaining extensive expertise in public relations and customer care. Her path took an exciting turn when she ventured into network marketing. And are we glad she did? On a part-time basis, though, at first, eventually transitioning to a full-time commitment, accumulating over 10 years of valuable experience. In 2018, Nancy launched her own Opulence global business. It was during this time that she recognized the unparalleled potential of e-commerce and the company's visionary expansion in Kenya and beyond. With her unwavering dedication, Nancy has spearheaded her growth of her organization in Kenya, which has now flourished in an astounding 38 countries across the globe. That's fantastic, Nancy. She is a leader, very passionate person. She's extremely passionate about empowering individuals to embrace personal responsibility for their health and holistic personal development. I'm so honored to introduce you to Nancy Quijada, LD2. And Nancy, it's all yours. Please take it away. And thank you for inspiring us this morning.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you so much for being the person who is introducing me this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever everyone is tuning in from. For me, it's 5 p.m., so it's evening for me. And I'm so grateful to meet you today, Sandra. I think I've seen you, but we've never interacted. What a way to start this morning and this evening for me and you to share a platform. Thank you so much, Sandra. So I will share the screen, and I want to start by welcoming each one of you, wherever you're tuning in from. We are happy to host you this evening to this great training. And I just want to remind you, as you come to this training, there's something that I always tell people. When you come to the training, please come with your notebook and pen, if not pens, you know. My team, they know we always talk about pens. So they come with red, blue, yellow, all colors because they want to highlight. And I want to request you the same. Come with a notebook and pen so that you make sure that you take some notes for you to always refer back to. Somebody said, you'd rather trust your broken pencil, we say pen for this matter, than your long memory. However, we are recording, but all the same, it's always good for you to take some few notes that you can always refer. So I will go and share my screen and my host today. Sandra, you will let me know whether my screen is there. Let me see. And whether it is full screen, is it good? Are we good to go? Good.
Yes, my dear,
right?
you have full access.
Thank you so much. So again, just to remind you, like our host said, remember, any question that you have, please put it on the Q&A. We don't want the questions to disappear on the chat. Sometimes the chat will overflow with comments. You can put your comments on the chat, but make sure at least all the questions that you have, so that we don't miss any of the question, you put that on the Q&A. Again, Nancy Keheka, a lifestyle director too, tuning all the way from Nairobi, Kenya. Nairobi right now, it's a bit warm, but in the morning it was very, very, very cold. We are getting out of our cold season, but as much as it's out there, it's cold, we are very warm in our hearts. That is how Kenya is. We are very warm, we are very welcoming. So anytime you come to this country, you always feel warm, whether you come in during the cold season or the warm season. So we're going to look at the host club, the QT, the QP, and the QT program. And I want to start by saying, you see, one thing that I love about our company is actually how the company has a culture of training. And every good company, it has a good culture of training. This is where you come and develop leadership skills. You become a better leader, you become a better presenter, and I'll share just some of few advantages, if not all, of why you need to plug in this training. So our company has invested heavily in terms of making sure that we have all the training materials that are loaded in our back office. Our company has invested heavily to make sure that we have the corporate staff. Their responsibility is actually to train us and to make us better every single day. And I guarantee you, 2018, when I joined the business, I was not the same person. Yes, why? Because as much as I'm used to training out there, I realized when I came to Opulence Global, it was a different ballgame altogether. Yes, I was in another network marketing company, but when I came here, I realized it was different. And I had to actually learn everything because I didn't want to come with the knowledge that I had from a different company. I wanted to come and learn how Opulence Global works. And this is where I found that the company has invested heavily in terms of training the partners, and look at myself. When I look at myself 5 years later, I have really grown because the company, from our CEO to everybody in the company, the investment is there. Investment of making sure that we all become better and making sure that all the training tools, materials there are loaded in our back office. So before we jump right into it, I want to share a few advantages of becoming a host club or being part of the host club. Be part of what you call the qualified presenter and also to become a qualified trainer. Why do you want to be in that club? Why? Because number one, would say some of the advantages is to become a better leader. Because in our business, when you join, you start leadership immediately. You want to become a better leader, leading other people, because it is a business of building and developing leadership. Number two, another advantage is become better in or build your skills of presentation. I can tell you for sure, this is not how I was. And every day I want to become better. And you will improve your skills of leadership. That platform is there. And that is why we have this platform. That is why we're invited to become the host club, like what Sandra is doing. She has been the host of the weeks, not the month for now, and that helps us to build or create good skills of presentation. Something else I can mention, advantage, and maybe you may be asking yourself, what is in there for me before we see the other advantages. You're going to improve on your communication skills. Are you there and you're wondering, how can I become better in my communication skills? Yeah, sometimes most of us, we are very good talking one-to-one basis. But you realize the moment you're told to talk to more than 3-4 people, like I used to be many years back, you would freeze. You feel like you don't have materials to share. Why? Not that you don't have materials to share, but it just comes with practice. So you're going to improve your communication skills, whether it is in the business, whether it is out there, whichever platform you are at, people will actually pick you out and realize you're so good in your communication. You want to improve on your public relations. Yes, that's another advantage. Do you want to become better in your public relations? Again, you want to be in this host club. These are things that will help you as an individual become better. What about building confidence? You know, yes, you will build confidence both offline and online. To be honest, and I always confess and say, I was not used to doing meetings and presentations online because where I was, we never used to have things like Zoom. I interacted with Zoom meetings 2018 when I joined Opulence Global, you know, and it was so difficult for my upline to actually bring me on the stage like this. Oh, I salute you, Mr. Reza Mesgalo. You really worked so hard on me. And you know, if it were not for you, I wouldn't be here. So that building confidence in doing presentation, both online and offline, it's another advantage because you're going to be put in a platform where the entire world will be listening to you. You have an opportunity to talk to anyone and I mean, everybody around the world, and that confidence starts building up. You could be having confidence talking to people offline, but when it comes to online, most of us, we're not very comfortable with what you call the videos. You know, even today, I still struggle and I'm becoming better. And this will help us even during our online meetings or anything that you're doing online, you start building that confidence. So it's an advantage to you, the a partner who want to become better. And last but not least, according to my own way of saying it, you want to be a leader that other people can reckon with. You want to be a leader that when you come on the stage like this, people want to drop every single thing because they want to listen to you. And that you get an opportunity of becoming such a leader by being on the host, being on the QP and the QT program, because your skills are always sharpened. So those are a few things I just wanted to highlight to tell you why it is important, the advantages that will help you as a person and grow you as a person. So if we just jump right into it, let's look at the Host Club. This is a program that is designed to develop what we call the rising stars. Are you a rising star? Would you like to be a rising star? These are new partners and potential leaders into the habit of presenting the business opportunity and host the corporate calls monthly. Okay, host the corporate calls monthly. Nowadays, because there are so many of us who want to be the host of the month, now we are not taking a full month, but it is temporarily. We are taking like 2 weeks hosting so that we give other people opportunities. Okay, so this is for any new brand partner who has come on board, and we will look at what do you need to be for you to be in the Host Club. All right, so let's look at the overview of the Host Club. Okay, this is where you are representative of the corporate for the month or for the weeks. Again, I'll keep saying for the month or for the weeks, depending with how many people are lining up to be the host of the month or the week. So be excited. okay? Professional, courteous, enthusiastic. And we always say, when you're coming to host, because the image that we carry the image of our company all the time. And you want to come to being the host of the month and carry that image. So you have to dress professionally. You have to be a product of the product. For example, being a product of the product, if you're wearing any jewelries, what jewelries are you wearing? Are you wearing something that we can reckon with that they are our product? You know, be the products of the product. I love that, whether it is physical or virtually. But let's talk about virtual. Utilize your virtual background or a banner. Why is it important to do that? It is important for us to actually utilize that to make sure that maybe, depending with where you're seated, maybe there are things you don't want to be seen in your background, you know? And that is why we have the background, virtual background, like the background that I'm putting on right now, right? Or you can use the banner like what Sandra is actually using as her background. Host the call in a quiet setting with stable internet. This is very, very, very important. If you're the host of the month or host of the week, you don't want to be a host in an environment where it is noisy. So you have to be to prepare for this particular hosting. Make sure the environment is very quiet. Make sure the internet is very, very, very stable, okay? Make sure there's no interruption with the kids or the pets. You know, for those who have young children, you know how sometimes kids can seek attention, especially that time when you're so ready to do the presentation or to host. That is when the kids start crying, looking for attention. And for those maybe mothers on the call or fathers on the call, we all know what happens when kids want to seek or look for that attention. Make sure they are not interrupting. Make sure the pets the same. That's not the time you want the pets to come, you're carrying them. You want to make sure that that time is actually, you're giving it 100% to the call. Share the excitement of the cities and countries, you know, recognize those who are up late or early, learn your time zones. What does that mean? The excitement of the cities and the countries. Tell us, how is your country when you're hosting? Is it cold? Is it in the morning? Is it at night? What is happening? You know, in one sentence or two. Remember, you're the person who sets the pace of the call. The energy you bring in, that's the energy you bring. You know, the same energy you release is the same energy that people are drawing from you. You know, so share a few things about your city or your countries, then also recognize people who are up late. I know most of the time, and I'll give an example for us. Many times you find that here in Africa, and especially East Africa, when I mention East Africa or Africa in general, it's usually very early in the morning. You know, the wee hours of the night. For example, there are times we host the call at 3 a.m. Kenyan time. Can you imagine? There are times we host the call at 4 a.m. What about you being the host? If you realize you have people who have stayed late, what about people in the Asian market? You know, they are always, like I'm in Kenya, they are 5 hours ahead of me. There are people who will stay late. Recognize them. There are people who are there very early. Recognize them, you know, have fun and learn your time zones. It's important. If you're unable to host a call for whatever reason, emergencies happen. It is your responsibility to find a suitable replacement, and corporate must be advised prior to the call. Oh yes, this is so important. It shows the level of leadership. It shows the kind of a leader that you are. It shows how responsible you are. Because remember, this, when you're hosting the call, you're hosting for the entire Opulence global nation. So for any reason you're not available and you are on duty, please always make sure that you let the corporate know what is happening prior. Get a replacement. Did you get a replacement? Did you say get a replacement? Yes. Get a replacement and let the office, the corporate know. For example, I am not able to host for whatever reason, but I would like Sandra to take my place. I take the responsibility of talking to Sandra. I'm going to use Sandra for this example, you know, and you know what? I will let the office know that this coming week, I am not available, or this coming day, I am not available, and I am going to replace, or my friend Sandra is going to help me host. Let the office know. Don't just assume and leave it at that. It is not professional. It is not, it doesn't show good sign of leadership. So this is some of the overview of the host club. And let's look at our duties. If you're the host of the week, the weeks, or host of the month, what are our duties? Okay. Number one, your responsibility is to host the weekly corporate calls. And in this weekly corporate calls, we have Monday, which is the product crossfire. We have Tuesday, which is the forensic networker, okay? And we have Saturday live training like today. Okay, I know for Monday, like for us in Africa, it's usually our mornings, you know? When it is 8 p.m. Canada, most of the time for us, it is either 3 or 4. When it is 9 p.m., it's either 4 or 5, okay, in the morning. So live training. So make sure that you understand the timings. Then the other thing that we host is, live training, yes, like the one we're doing right now. And the other thing is to promote the calls. It is our responsibility to promote these calls, and we promote them in the Opulence Global Nation Facebook group. And maybe I may ask each one of us, are you in that group? Are you in the Opulence Global Nation Facebook group? Are you there? Right? Then also, it's your responsibility to promote this call, because already we normally have the flyer out already, okay? Promote it on what you call the WhatsApp chats. Promote that. So make sure that you are promoting this, because these are calls we like everybody to attend, or as many partners to attend, because remember, training is key in our organization. Okay, let's see what is happening here. We want to look at, if you're not in the Facebook, it's time for you to be in the Facebook page, official page. And how can you be? Let me just go back. I've seen someone saying they are not in the Opulence Global Nation Facebook group. How can you be in that group? Someone who is a member, your My5, check your My5 and tell them to invite you in the Opulence Global Nation Facebook group. Number one, you have to be on Facebook. Number two, you have to be friends with the person who will invite you in that group. Okay? You have to be in Facebook. And number two, you have to be friends on Facebook with a person who is actually going to invite you in the Nation Facebook group. Okay? I wanted to make sure at least I give that clarification. So let's look at the host tips. What are the host tips? We always say that mute yourself and turn off your camera as soon as you finish your speaking part. Exactly what Sandra did, okay? She turned off her camera, you know what? And she muted herself as soon as you introduce the speaker. But that does not mean that you go and do other things. You're actually there in the background. Your work is to check what is happening in a Q&A. In case the host or the trainer has anything they want to clarify with you, you're always there to actually help. Pay attention to the flow of the call. Yes, did I say that? And always be prepared to be called upon. So make sure if you come to host, when you mute yourself and when you turn your camera off, it's not an opportunity for you to actually start doing other things. It's an opportunity for you to follow that call, to be very keen with what is happening. In case you're called upon, you're ready to respond and to assist the trainer or the speaker of the day. Then welcome and encourage attendees. That's your responsibility. Make sure that the chat is active, right on the chat where they are from, and put questions in the Q&A. That's what you do. And we have already had that. Keep their hands down in case you have someone who all the time they're raising their hand. You can always, because you have access now to all the buttons as a host, okay? Since you're in the panelist, you're able to keep their hands down. Skip names you're not sure how to pronounce them. Remember, this is Opulence Nation, hosting different countries around the world. Different names, and different names have different pronunciation. So if you feel that you have difficulty in pronouncing a name, so we always say that just skip that. It's okay. Or you might say, I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. You know, make it fun, but make sure you don't offend, especially people who are attendees, because they're not able to reply to you. So sometimes if you see that a name is difficult when you're mentioning people where they're coming from, just use words that are simple for you and leave the names that are very hard for you to pronounce. Then what do we say? Share the excitement and comments from the chats. That's our responsibility when we host the call, and keep the attendees engaged. Keep the attendees engaged. Like now, for example, I would like each one on this call. I can see we have so many people from different parts of the world. Keep the chat going. Keep the chat going. Let's see. Are you learning something? You know, are you here with us? Are you learning something? So if you are learning something, I always say in my training, I like giving a number, and I normally say, give me 888 if you're learning something from this training. Let's keep that chat engaged. Okay, 888, I want to see 888 coming. And I can see they're coming. Let's see 888. That also you're encouraging me as the trainer. Sometimes it can be lonely. So the only way to know that people are really engaged is to see the chat flowing with engagement. Let's look at now. Sorry for that. Let's look at before the call. Before the call, what happens? Make sure that you know or you're aware of the use Zoom. We have different Zoom for different calls, okay? We have different Zooms for you, different calls. We have the corporate username. Know the username of the corporate calls and the passwords, okay? Also, what you need to know before the call is the host script process. Read the bios of the guest speaker, the guest trainer in advance until you feel comfortable to speak about them. Read through, it is fine. Okay, so if this is a speaker that you have never introduced before, you have the bio there, read it, but make sure also you have interacted with that bio before the call. Announcements, do the announcements, the promotions, and the next events. Okay. So execution. I hope you're following. I hope you're learning. I hope you are getting excited the way I'm excited. Yeah. So we say log in 15 minutes earlier and start on time. Why do we have to log in 15 minutes earlier? That's the time you want to test. Is your mic working? Is your internet good? Okay. Is your background good as a host? You don't want to log in on the dot and there you panic. You're looking at your background. You can't find the background to put. You are so unstable. The network is so unstable. That's why it's important always to log in 15 minutes earlier before you start the meeting. Always review the bios and the host script. Always important. Okay? If it's your first call, to host, log in 30 minutes earlier so that you're able to sort any possible technical issue. I guarantee you, and I can tell you the very first time I was called upon to actually be on international call webinar, I panicked. Let me not lie to you, I panicked. I didn't know that I was doing the right thing. And for me to make sure that I was doing the right thing, I logged in 30 minutes earlier. I don't know how many people can resonate with that. I don't know how many people have gone through that, but I can tell you for me, it was total panic. And I didn't want to leave any chance of making any mistakes. So if it is your first time, it's fine. Until now, you become seasonal trainer. You become used to all this and you don't have to worry, but always, even if you're used to it, make sure as a host, you're there 15 minutes just to make sure that everything is well. Welcome audience and read locations of attendees. Again, the other thing where you want to get there earlier. Remember, our attendees, they come, some of them, they join before. You want to interact with them. You want to welcome them. You want to chat them. You want to recognize them. You want to recognize the early birds. You know, you want to know where they're coming from. Mention their countries. What time is it? So make sure that that time gives you that opportunity. At the end of the call, again, thank the special speaker. Read announcements. Yes. Again, at the end, read the announcements. Promote the next event. Then, whatever call, remember, encourage guests to try the products and launch their business. That is the tour. If you're hosting the tour, at the end, you want to encourage the guests to try the products. You want to encourage the guests to launch their business, okay, during the tours. We have a script. I love our company because everything is done for us. I always call it, it's plug and play. Plug and play. Sorry. Okay. So this is an example of a welcome script. You may take a screenshot of this. And this says, welcome Opulence Nation and all our valued guests. My name is Nancy Keheka, for example, and I have the honor to be your host tonight. Let me introduce you to our dynamic speaker who will inspire you to experience our revolutionary products line and consider launching as a brand partner like we have. I'll continue and say, I launched my Opulence shop in 2018, January, okay? And if I have to use just one word on how this business has impacted my life, that word is freedom. I would love to tell you all about my story, but I'm sure you're excited to get all the details about our e-commerce business model. So help me welcome, say the speaker name, maybe the speaker that day or this day is Sandra and her rank, okay, or whoever it is and their rank, because remember already you have the bio. So read the bio, that is 2 minutes, without further ado. After you've done all that, say without further ado, after you read the bio, it's time to get inspired. And thank you for helping us tonight to share the call in. The call is all yours. This is a fantastic, fantastic script. Even when you're doing your own local calls, I know some markets, they do their own small local calls. This is a fantastic script that you can always use to introduce the speaker of the day. Good or great? Good or great? If it is great, if we are excited, if we are learning, let me see. Great, 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 or G to present great. Let's have fun, team. I always say when you come to my training, come ready to learn and let's have fun. At the same time, did you come with your glass of water, your tea? We may need to quench our thirst because this training is becoming hot and hot and hot. And remember, when you're reading the bio, you're also setting the pace. You're setting the mood. The energy that you have will determine also the energy the speaker will continue with. So come with energy all the time and make sure that you set the right mood. So that is a welcome script. You can take a screenshot of that and start using it even in your own local calls because it teaches us how to do things right. If it was a tour, after the tour, what is it that we need to do? As a host, prompt guests to ask questions. And you may say, whoa, 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 whoa. I love when I listen to whoa, 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 guess what comes in my mind? Our LD4 Ifra, she likes saying, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I have seen this tour, say it in your own words, but this is just an example. I have seen this tour so many times and still it is hard to digest everything that it has to offer. Bring out that excitement. Let people, even the guests, know that you are part of the tour as much as they cannot see you because your camera is off, all right? Say, this is why earlier I chose the word freedom. Remember, when you're introducing yourself, you chose the word freedom. So you're saying this, why earlier I chose the word freedom to describe Opulence Global. Okay, so our valued guests, it is your time to ask questions, or perhaps you are ready to become part of our community as a brand partner. Remember, when you say brand partner doesn't mean the brand partner level. We are all brand partners of Opulence Global, right? So this is after the tour, you want to actually prompt this. Again, take a screenshot of this. And the best way to actually thank yourself because of taking the screenshot is actually to start practicing with these words. Okay. So we want to close the sale. We want to close the sale. And as a host, it's your responsibility to do this. So close the sale by offering choices. Okay. Either way, the person who invited you, remember you're addressing the guests who are on the call. This is a tour. We're assuming this is a tour now. So you're saying either way, the person who invited you to this call has some recommendations on how to launch your own Opulence Global business and which products you should start with all the time. We may repeat that again. Either way, the person who invited you to this call has some recommendations on how to launch your own Opulence Global business and which products you should start with. Yes, that is perfect and that is very well articulated. So talk about the VIP reward program because it's true that we have guests who want to start as VIPs. And this is what you say. If you want the protection of the Safe Home Revolution products for your family, you can become a VIP shopper today for free. Take advantage of our reward program. Start earning free Opulence points with your purchase, as well as a 10% rebate in shopping credits when you refer your family and friends to our online shop. Remember, you're actually talking about the advantages of our VIP reward program. So we may repeat that and say, if you want the protection of the Safe Home Revolution, and we know the products in our Safe Home Revolution for your family, you can become a VIP shopper today for free. Take advantage of our reward program. Start earning free Opulence points. Remember, there's free Opulence points with your purchase, yes, and as well as 10% rebate in shopping credits when you refer your family and friends to our online shop. And that is so enticing because every VIP, every customer, every guest who will not choose to become a partner, they want to hear also what is in there for them. And that is why it's important for us to mention exactly that. The script is there, well written. It is us to practice and know how to do that close. Team, is it getting better? Are we learning? Are we becoming better hosts with all this information? If it is yes, let's see yes, 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 yes on the chat. I am loving the chat today. Oh my God, people are just, the chat is overflowing. Yes, 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 yes. Let me see those yeses coming. Yes is coming. You know, this is very, very encouraging because it also makes the trainer know that they are not alone. After the tour, what do you do as the host? Share the events again. Share the events. What are those events that will happen within the week? Business news and updates. Share all that. And the beauty about it, you don't have to worry. The office will prepare all that for you. So you'll have all the events, all the lined up events, you will know them. Build, assist, promotion, whatever promotion is there. Make sure that you also share that build, assist promotion or the promotion that we have. That is after the tour. Okay, let's see what is next. We want to look at the closing words. The closing words. What can we say? What can we tell our guests as they leave or as they are leaving our call? You can use the following words and tell the guests, invite guests to connect with us on social media. Okay, we want to thank you all partners and guests tonight and looking forward to see you all in Opulence Nation Family Facebook page this week, where we welcome home all our new brand partners. All right. Again, make sure that that person, they're on Facebook, they're your friends on Facebook, and you can actually invite them to join the Opulence Nation Family Facebook page. If you decide to launch your own Opulence business tonight, this tour happens 5 nights a week. So you can invite your guests to write, here the night, say the day, say the time, and start building your residual income. Okay, that is so good because you're letting this new person know that they don't have to struggle. They don't have to worry where to start. Their work is actually to invite their guests to the next call. And we'll have leaders who will be there to do presentation for them. So I'm sure the Opulence brand partner who referred you is expecting your feedback. So don't forget to contact them right after this call. Oh yes, okay? And we say bye for now, all the way from, you can say the city if you know. If you don't know, or people are coming from different cities, you don't want to look biased and just mention one city, right? So just say wherever they come from, the cities they come from, without mentioning name, because sometimes there are so many of them, and the people who feel, oh, why was I left, or why were we left out? So thank you, and see you all on the next call. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that powerful closing words when you're closing the call? Very, very, very powerful. Thank you so much. I can see some reactions coming. I can see some celebrations coming. Let me see some love hearts coming. Let me see some claps coming. I can see that the claps coming, some celebration, love hearts coming. Wow, whoa, whoa. Thank you so much for that. So, ladies and gentlemen on the call, I want to tell you, it is very, very, very easy for us to become the host of the month, and you realize you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to worry. All what you need to do is to get inspired to come and say, I want to be the host of the month or the host of the week. Remember the advantages that I started with? Remember, when you're doing that, it is for the best of you. This is a university where we keep growing. So that is about the hosting, and I want to pause there. Let's see whether we have any question in regard to the host of the month or the host of the week. Let's see whether there's any question. Our moderator, is there any question on the Q&A before we move to the next? I'm just excited because the chat has overflown today with a lot of reactions. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. Any question so far, or do we move on?
I don't see any Q&As at the moment, because I honestly think, as myself, we're making notes, we're absorbing all this information, and we're excited to go to the next level, which is QP.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you so much. I'm loving this, and I'm so happy and privileged to be with you on the stage today, right? Super. So team, ladies and gentlemen, and even the guests who are on the call, I want to move now to the next. It seems everybody is happy and they have learned. I always say, if a teacher teaches that class and the students don't have questions, you know what? It means the students, they have understood everything. Of course, it's a nice joke, and I love this, okay? So let's move on, and we look at now what we call the QP. QP, Qualified Presenter Overview. So the Qualified Presenter, that is a QP program, it's designed to help partners practice and develop new skills to present products, host calls, and conduct business presentations successfully. So if you're told, tell us the overview of QP, discuss, if it was an exam, what would you say? And that is exactly the answer. It's a program that is designed to help partners practice and develop new skills, mark the words, to present the products, to host the calls, and conduct business presentations successfully. So in order to participate, you need to, this one now, be very keen. You have to be a lifestyle advisor and above. If someone is a brand partner, you will not participate here. Submit your host form, okay, which is in your back office. From the back office, you'll be able to get the form and submit it so that the corporate can know you have interest of becoming the QP or QP. Learn how to use the Zoom functions. Oh my goodness. this is so good because sometimes we might assume that everybody knows how to use the Zoom functions. Okay, but let me tell you, not always. And I always love giving an example of me. When I joined the business 2018, I did not know how to use the Zoom functions. I did not know. I had to learn. I was taught, and I will always be thankful to my upline sponsor, Reza Mesgalo. I want to thank the corporate. Danny held my hand. Oh, Danny, I know you will listen to this. But most of the times she would tell me, this is how you do it. I used to be very shy. Can you imagine me being very shy, right? Because I didn't have that confidence of how to use Zoom. I had to learn. So you don't have to worry. Come the way you are, we will teach you and you will learn how to use the Zoom functions. Then follow the host script, the host club partners guide, it's there, okay? You must have been host for at least 1 month. Or now, because of the lineup is big, we have many people who want to be the host, then for 2 weeks at least, bare minimum for now. Send in video of tours you have done for certification. Then you may be asking yourself, where do I get these videos of tours? In your local. I know all of us here, we do a lot of tours. We have more than 30 tours happening, okay, around the globe. In your own region, come out and say, you know what, I want to do a tour. I want to do a small presentation. I want, you know, always be there to make sure that you're doing this and send a video. Someone can take a video of you doing this tour and then you send it for certification. So anytime in your location you're called upon to do a tour, make sure that you come out because this will help you become a QT or get into the QT program. So let's look at certified QT. The corporate certified qualified presenter will apply for spots on the corporate calendar in the back office. If you're a QT, qualified presenter, you receive what? There's something for you, not only becoming better, not only gaining the skills, not only enhancing your leadership skills, all right? Not only becoming a leader people want to reckon with, there's also something the company, our CEO said, you know what? I also want to recognize you. And this is what we get. So if you are QP qualified, you will receive what you call the Opulence points. Who wouldn't want Opulence points? And you can actually get some of the fashion items with our Opulence points for free. Can you imagine? So host and present one of the 5 weekly corporate tours. Okay, so the QP makes $20 an hour in free products for doing presentations. For example, if it is Monday business tour, okay, this is as per Canada timing, 7 p.m. You can see what you get. 2,000 Opulence points. Can you imagine? And you can redeem those points. You can redeem a fashion item with those points. When you're not certified presenters and trainers can click and can do the event, yes, but they won't get paid until they are certified. We have to be certified. And there's a team in the corporate, their work is actually to see, are we doing the right thing? Because remember, when you get certified, you carry the brand of Opulence Global around the world. So let's look at the overview of this program, the QT program. So the qualified trainer, that was the QP. So let's see, is there anyone with any question in regard to this? Any question? Any question? Any partner who has any question? Maybe the guest might not have a question. It's any partner, but I hope it's very, very, very clear to all of us. We say you have to be a lifestyle advisor and above for you to be certified to be a QP, qualified presenter. And one of the things I can give you a tip, one of the things for you to actually become a QP very, very, very fast is to volunteer in your location, in your local calls. Like now in Kenya or in Africa in general, we have our own calls, you know, and we call upon leaders, we call upon the rising stars in our region to come out and present. We call upon the rising stars. We are developing them in our own small way in preparation for them to be better when they start doing, they want to be qualified as the qualified presenter. All right. So you can start in your own location, start doing practice, take videos, like I said, and we can just get an opportunity of taking these videos when you're doing that in your own location. Sometimes it starts by you volunteering and saying, can I be called upon to give a testimonial? You know, maybe you're just a brand new lifestyle advisor, you've used the product, you're very excited. Come out and start sharing. And that will help you build the confidence to speak, that will help you build the confidence. Even now, in your own small way, in your calls, start becoming a host or a moderator. And that will help you become better. By the way, that is a very, very good tip. And that is what we do, especially in Africa, our calls. That's how we do it. And we are always ready to bring our leaders to host the calls. And we are in the process of having many of us qualified as qualified presenter, certified rather as qualified presenter. So I want to pause and see whether there's any question. Any question? I can just see awesome. I don't see any question. I think today, Sandra, wow, the training is amazing. People are learning so much.
That's right. It's absorbing everything, making notes, and I think it's all going through. This is awesome training. Nothing in the Q&A box yet, because it appears that everybody is ready and excited to move on to the next level. This is so amazing. It's so motivating. Thank you, Nancy. Awesome.
Thank you so much. So we move on. We are done with the qualified presenter, and we want to look at now the qualified trainer. Qualified trainer. Let's see. Let's see how you can be a qualified trainer and what is in there for you. Let's move on. I'm trying to move my super. I love it. So the QT is qualified trainer. Let's see the overview. Let's look at this. So the qualified trainer program is designed to do what? To develop leaders and presenters to become trainers globally. I am loving this. Remember, this is Opulence Nation. Globally, it doesn't matter which country, which continent you come from. The moment you're qualified as and certified as a qualified trainer, oh my God, now you can train around the globe. And once you have been certified as a presenter and continue to grow your organization, you can qualify to become a qualified trainer. Exactly the same what the words are saying. So in order to qualify, what do you need? Now look now here, the qualification is a bit different. Be at least a lifestyle director 1 and above. Oh yes, you need to be in that space. You could be very good in the QP, the presenter, very good, your skills, everything. But one thing will stop you from being certified as a QT is when you're not a lifestyle director 1 and above. So you need also to work towards becoming a lifestyle advisor, director 1 and above. You must have been a host for 1 month, yes, or whatever time period you'll be given by the corporate with the schedule. You must be a certified what? QP, certified presenter, and we have seen what you need. And then qualified trainers will be badged and paid. Let's see what comes with it. I am loving this. I'm so excited. I'm thrilled, actually, when I remember what our CEO said about when you become a certified QT. Let's see what is in there for you, apart from the personal growth, becoming a better leader, having skills, becoming that leader that people want to reckon with. Let's move on. These are the incentives. This is the incentive that we are given. This is the incentive that will be coming to you. The corporate certified QT will apply for spots on the corporate calendar in the back office. Yes. And the corporate events will be paid events. Can you imagine? So if you are a QT, you will receive Opulence currency. So the QT earns $40 an hour in Opulence currency, that is OC, for training. And this is an example that we are going to look at. So Monday product training at 8 p.m. 8 p.m., remember, they're talking about 8 p.m., looking at the Canada time zone, all right? That is $40 OC, Opulence currency. So Saturday, 10 a.m., this is a training that you're doing right now, okay? $40 OC. Leaders make about $75 an hour in OC for training. Leadership cocktail. I know this leadership cocktail for now has been suspended. I'm sure it will be coming back in a big way. So keep watching for the announcement, but that is the amount of money. What about forensic networker? Forensic networker. What our CEO is so passionate about, because he's the author of Forensic Networker. So if you train on this, you get $100 worth of OC. So we have 5 weeks corporate tours. We have 5 weekly corporate tours. Sorry for that. 5 weekly corporate tours. You can imagine, you can start doing your mathematics. We have 4 weekly corporate trainings. And you know what? Still, maybe you're not certified. And practice makes perfect. Not certified trainers, you can click and you can do the event, but you won't get paid until you are certified. So for me, I love this because as much as you're not certified, as much as you're working towards that certification, guess what happens? You're improving on your skills. So the time that you will actually be doing that session for you to be certified, it will be tick, 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 tick for you. So make sure that even if you're not certified, take the lead. Say, I want to train in this. Let me try. Let me do it. Because the day that you'll be certified, it will be very, very, very easy. So can you imagine this is an incentive? It's an incentive for all of us. You know, we are being told, do what you do anyway, do what you're supposed to do anyway by building your business, by training. And on top of that, there's an incentive for you. How cool is that? How many companies in our space of network marketing give their partners this kind of incentive just because they're training? And you know what? You're supposed to train anyway. You're supposed to build your team anyway. And by so doing, the company says, we're going to give you something for you to even celebrate yourself. So any question about the QT incentive or how to be certified? Any question? Any question? Any clarification? Let's not move out of this if it's not clear. All right, take a screenshot, look at it, and get excited about it because this is amazing. This is amazing.
Oh, yeah. One question did pop in, Nancy, in the Q&A box.
Yes.
From Dr. Rosalind Sun. I could not join in the Facebook page. And I know you detailed this in the previous slides, I think in the host.
Yeah.
You want to reiterate on that? That would be awesome to answer her question.
Yes, I can. Let me go and let me do it. To Dr. Rosalind and to everyone else, because this question is a question that maybe many of us are struggling. How do I become or how do I join the Facebook page? Number one, I want to assume that you are already on Facebook. Okay. Look at your My5, all right? If you're My5, be a friend with someone because somebody has to invite you. So you have to be friends. So be friend with the person who brought you on board or your My5 or that seasonal leader that you want them to help you, all right? And when you're friends, then they're able to invite you to join the group. You cannot invite yourself, you have to be invited by someone who is already a member. I hope that helps. But you have to be friends. If it is myself and Sandra, if I'm not in the group, I have to be a friend with Sandra, and then Sandra will actually invite me in the group. That's the process, because you're not able to join by yourself. I hope that helps. If it does, let me see. Yes, 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 if it helps. And we can all help our partners out there so that we are able to make sure they're not missing out. Okay.
Thank you for that, Nancy.
You're most welcome. So certified QT incentive. Have we enjoyed this? Can we see the excitement? I'm just seeing the excitement. I see the love hearts, the celebration, the clapping. Wow, the reactions. Thank you so much, team. We are loving this with Sandra. You are really keeping us excited and also engaged. You know, we don't want to feel lonely. We are sure that you're here with us and you're participating, and we're excited about that. So thank you for hosting our monthly calls. All right. And that becomes the end of this session. Today's session was very short. Sandra, did you feel the same? Did you feel the same?
I do feel it, yes. I let my tea go cold.
Let me stop sharing the screen for now. You know,
I was all there with you guys, yes.
Yeah. So I think someone has raised their hand. Maybe you may take that, Sandra.
Oh, let me double check here.
We have iPhone.
Let me see.
We can allow them to speak. Let me help you. Don't worry.
Yeah, sorry.
Allow.
Yeah.
It's okay. That's why we are two of us here.
Yes.
So we don't know what name to use. Kindly, it's just iPhone. At this point, you can unmute yourself. Please tell us your name, where you're tuning in from, and you may ask the question or comment that you'd like to share. iPhone, sorry to call you iPhone at this time, but we don't know your name. Unmute yourself. We have given you the rights to do that. Someone with the iPhone, your hand is up. We have given you an opportunity to unmute yourself. And you may ask a question. Or was it by mistake?
Perhaps it's a mistake. I tried also as well. I see it here in the box.
Yeah. Okay.
Lower the hand, maybe.
Super. Any question, any comment?
No questions. Oh, Ronan. Let me try this one, Nancy. Allowed to talk. Okay, Ronan.
Awesome.
Let me know if that works, Ronan.
Yes.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, our leader, Ronan.
Yes. Go ahead, Ronan. Nice to talk to you.
LD2, Nancy Kahika. This was a very, very well passed training. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you now. You are breaking, but now we can hear you, Ronan.
Yes,
Yes,
I'm in Egypt. I guess the internet here is not great. But I wanted to say that you have done an amazing job transferring the training today. Very slow, very precise. And I am not sure who is with us on the call, but if any of you have not done hosting or presenting or training, as Nancy said so many times, this is really the launch pad for any serious business entrepreneur. As the first thing that we tend to sell in our life is ourselves. And we do that versus using vocal, we use intonation, we use facial expressions, and we do it pretty much from the second we are born. A lot of us are not aware. In 32 years of me being in this industry, is that anyone that has committed themselves to becoming host of the month, presenter or trainer, they are the highest earning, income earning in this company and in any other company I've seen, purely because the most important thing we have to develop is firstly ourselves. We are the engine. And a lot of us always look outside. We're looking at companies, at compensation plans, at products. And we believe that if we will jump together with a successful company, a successful product, a successful compensation plan, then it will work for us. That is a big mistake many people do because they take the most important part out of the equation, which is really us. We are the engine of whichever vehicle we are building as business owners. And yes, it is true, we partner with the greatest company we can find. But if we don't change certain habits about ourselves, if we don't develop our own skills, it doesn't make a difference how successful the company is and the people in it, they will do very well, but we will keep walking in what I call almost like undry cement or quicksand. And I would highly recommend everyone. I've been here for 9.5 years, almost 10. And I've never seen a company that is more balanced and more designed for the average individual with no skills to come here and to become a master of our actions. The biggest university you can have is the host, the presenter, and the trainer university that our company, with the greatness of our CEO and his understanding as to how important it is to move people to become speakers, to become trainers, presenters. And as I say to most people, sometimes a lot of people say, host is just the beginning. I really want to be a presenter. I really want to be a trainer. Let me tell you one thing I've learned, and that is where I will finish about hosting. Hosting specifically on Zoom, but also on physical events. Hosting is the most important job there is out of all the other jobs, because as a trainer or presenter, I just need to have the knowledge and I come and I present and train it. But a host, a good host, will always promote the event before the event starts, will always edify the presenters and the trainers and make them sound great. They're always interacting on texting, on chat with the people in the call to make sure that they're a part of this, that we don't miss out on anyone. They're the one that's doing all the admin work in order to allow the presenter and the trainer to focus on what they need to train and present, but they're doing all the hard work. It's almost like a duck, you know, on the water, it looks very calm, but underwater, their legs are churning, you know, the water very fast. So a great host is one that can handle all the Zoom tools, one that knows how to send people into breaking rooms, one that knows how to send text while the presentation is going and answering certain questions in order to allow the flow of the presentation. The host is the king and the queen. The host is everything. And if you have a good host, even if you're an average presenter or trainer, you will become great. And I really want to urge everyone on this call, listen to what Nancy Kahika told you. She has so much experience behind her, and she will never tell you anything that is not true. I know her personally. I flew to Kenya to work with her and a team. Register yourself as a host in this university for two great reasons. One, it's going to be the biggest change you've ever done. Two, it is for free. Normally, to go for schools to do this, you would pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. But here, a part of Opulence, you get the whole university and support for free. So please do not be a fool. Even if you think, oh, I'm not ready, do not be a fool. You are ready from the second you decide you're ready. The rest is learning. You're going to have the best guidance, the best support, and very soon you're going to find yourself amongst us, the leaders that are teaching other people to be great hosts, great presenters, and great trainers. So please do not procrastinate. Do not hesitate. If you are not a qualified host, get yourself to on Monday or Tuesday, if it's a long weekend, talk to whoever you need to talk to and register yourself as a host. Thank you so much, Nancy, for a great training.
Wow, thank you so much, our great leader, Ronen, and tuning in right now from Egypt. Thank you so much. I always look up to you because you inspire me. You are my trainer as well. And team, there's no better way to actually explain that than just to summarize than what Ronen has actually said, our lifestyle director 3. So Sandra, would you like to take it up? Anything else that you're seeing?
Absolutely. Yeah, pressure. That was amazing, Ronen. I couldn't move. It's all in here. Today marks my end of my 2 weeks QH program. And now, following Ronen's incredible what's the word, not reference, anyway, motivation and encouragement. I think I shall do another 2 weeks very soon to excel and even get better, because like we've learned in the training tonight, every step of the way is about getting better and better, better leader, better trainer, better host. So I will make it a point to do many more, and I hope I haven't disappointed too many people in the past 2 weeks. Started with hiccups, absolutely. I was raised offline. This is new to me as well, Nancy. Zoom. There I was sitting on the wrong call for half an hour before I popped in on my very first, but you know what? It went flawlessly following that. Yeah, and I'm very happy to where I am now. And I want to thank Ronan for all his great, great, great advice. It just makes me want to step it up even more.
Wow. I just want to add to what you're saying and say, Sandra, you're not alone. I did not start network marketing in the space of Zoom. I didn't know how to do it. And 2018, it was my first time to interact with Zoom. I guarantee you, I did not know what to do. I was very shy. I tell people that, they're like, you being shy? I was very shy, but one thing that I had was interest to learn. So it's okay the way you are, the team, don't worry the way you are, just have that willingness to learn and to become better. This is a university, just like what Ronan has said. Our business, our company has given us a platform, a university where the graduation is the money you make. You know, we come here and graduate with the money, the money, the money. Graduation for you to become better, to build your skills, to become a better leader, all the things that you shared. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to feel shy, like the way I used to feel so shy. Will I be able to talk? And the moment you stand out and the moment you start practicing, you become better. So you don't have to worry. If myself and Sandra, we never started on the space of online, including Ronan, I know, yeah? He has been there longer than us and we are doing it. I believe you can do even better than all of us. So don't have to fear, just rise up to the occasion and say, I can do it. If other people can do it, why not me? So Sandra, I let you now summarize and you can end the call.
Yes. Well, if I can do it, anyone here can do it, trust me. So I'm just trying to encourage people to follow in my footsteps and in Nancy's footsteps. And, you know, let's just go for it. Call Daniela Monday morning. That's what I did. And then get yourself started in the programs. It's amazing. So, okay, so I will be sharing my screens now shortly. Okay, so now I just wanted to say to all our dear valuable guests that are on this call right now today, I know for a fact that the person that invited you today wants to hear your feedback and talk to you and has incredible recommendations for you as to how to start your own Opulence global business with us and which products you should start with. So please don't hesitate to reach out to that person immediately after the call. My suggestion to everyone is to enroll in the VIP program. Why not? It's free. You will take advantage of our rewards, and you will also start earning free Opulence points with the purchase, as well as 10% rebate in shopping credits when you refer family and friends to your online shop. Why not? That's the minimum we can do for a start, right? So for the announcements now and updates and upcoming events, a quick reminder on Instagram flash sale drops on Thursdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time all summer. Summer is still on, so at Opulence GL, check it out. As of Thursdays, 11 a.m. every week. Thank you. New content drop on new content are added to Opulence Social regularly. This is so important to keep up with the Opulence Social groups. We've talked a lot about that today. Check your Opulence Social regularly and make sure to follow on the best content that are dropped there. 2 more days to go on the Build and Assist promotion, not too late. And following an amazing training like today, I'm sure we are motivated and excited to take advantage of this. 2 days, That's still good. All we need to do is launch LA Plus and earn 6 free bottles of FOL. And this is up to 10 LA Plus. So that's a total of 60 bottles. Now, wouldn't you all love to have all this extra stock for you to have on you and show and sell? Absolutely amazing. Enriched LA Plus launches. So if you kickstart your LA Plus journey today, you will also receive 6 free bottles of FOL, Fountain of Life, from us. So there's still time. Let's act now. North American Cruise coming on February 12th to 16th, 2024. Now, we must meet LD2 qualifications before December 11th. So just a little over 4 months left to do this. And if we do meet this qualification by September 30th, we could take advantage of the early bird special, $850, and the price will then go up a bit. So lifestyle directors, let's come and celebrate and meet up, work hard, and let's go party hard. The Freedom Conference, which is something put together by our top leaders and top earners of the company, Renee Liao, Isra Hassan, and Reza Mesgarlou. Cannot miss this. This is the one an event, the biggest of the year. I am so looking forward to be there and meet all of you guys that I haven't seen or met yet for a long time. Special guest speakers, Ramin Mesgarlou, our CEO, and Sanaz Umen, Senior VP, from training, tours, testimonials. Cannot miss this. Friday, September 15th, invite to the tour, which will start at 7:30 p.m., 19:30 local time, and then training ongoing Saturday, September 16th, all day. Finish by closing a gala dinner and awards ceremony. There will be cash prizes for all partners with the most guests, for the partner, with the most guests. Competition is on, and raffle draw for guests as well. Please do not miss this event. Monthly leadership cocktail on August 13th at 10 a.m. with Renee Liao, Lifestyle Director 4, top leader, top earner. Ready to take your leadership to new heights? Please join us for the Opulence Leadership Cocktail and gain valuable insights that will propel your success. Reserve your seat today. Register now. The Zoom ID is there. And the next event is on the Monday, this coming Monday, August 7th at 20:00 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Product Crossfire. All you have to know about fashion, beauty, and health, all your questions and answers. Our experts. Please meet Henry Ziong, LD3, and David O, Regulatory Affairs. Do not miss this call. Product Crossfire. And that is it. Nancy, it was such an incredible pleasure to host you today. It was amazing. Thank you so much for your time. I know it's early evening now for you in Kenya. That was amazing. I can't wait to see you in person at our next event here in Toronto, Canada. Most likely will be the conference in September. And perhaps I'll have the pleasure to host you again before then. I certainly hope so.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sandra. To me, I always say that it's an opportunity every time you get an opportunity to meet someone for the first time, you have increased your level of friendship. A new friend has come to my name list. So thank you so much. It was incredible. You're such an amazing host. I really appreciate you and hoping that we share the stage again and again and again. And I can't wait one day to meet you and give you the African hug. Thank you so much, Sandra, and I really appreciate.
Thank you.
You end the call now. Okay.
Likewise. Thank you so much.
So to the billion, everyone.
Good
To the billion.
evening. Have a good rest of the weekend, guys. Good morning. Enjoy the rest of your day, your afternoon, your evening. And one team, one dream, to the billion.
To the billion, to the billion. Bye-bye, everyone. Have
See
a good
you all
day,
soon.
Sandra. Bye-bye.
You as well, Nancy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.